It's not busy yet down on the mall. Yesterday I was down here about 6 a.m. It was great, but it's still not busy, and it's nice not having people. Got some kind of summer cold or something going on that makes me count. But today is going to be National Student Loan Forgiveness Day. And we're waiting for the White House to announce. And they say all week now, they've been talking about, yeah, he's going to say something, probably Wednesday. Well, this is Wednesday. So where is he? Why isn't he up now, like I am? But he's announcing a decision, and it looks like what they're talking about, he always said he was going to forgive student loans, but how much and for who, stuff like that. So now it's at $10,000 forgiveness, it looks like might be, and it's for people making $125,000 or less. So this is just still tens and tens of thousands of people, and so it's going to affect a lot of people. And also what they're going to talk about today is if they're going to extend the payment forgiveness. So now you have been paying for 2 years, right? So they may extend that today. And so keep an eye out, the news or whatever, and it should pop up, and see if it's $10,000, see it's more. The Democrats are lobbying him hard to get up to $50,000 instead of $10,000. But I don't know, it's a tough decision, I'm sure anybody. You're going to tick off the people already paid, right? Hey, I took a loan and I paid back. Why is everybody else now going to get it free? So it's those kind of issues that you have to be fair, and it's hard to be fair in a democracy. But you try the best you can. And so that's what his deal is. And also, no matter what happens today, make sure you go to studentaid.gov. Studentaid.gov, okay? And see all the current programs. Because there's many programs now that can reduce the amount you pay, so you're not making as much money, you can't make the payments. Well, you get that changed. Also forgiven. So if you're doing a certain kind of work, I am Mr. Mom, 5 kids, 2 starting college. What can I do? Well, the first thing you want to do if your kids are in college is go sit on the front desk of the office at your college in student aid. They have lots of money that they don't know about even. It changes every day. So you want to get a friend there at the student aid office to make sure you're applying for everything. Like I have a scholarship program at a community college. And man, I got to beat on them to give out the money. They're all bureaucrats trying to do their job, and they forget. So that's right. They'll forget that there's something for you that they forgot. So the only way you get the stuff that other people aren't taking advantage of if you make personal contact with people. So that's what to do. So you go to your student aid people and make personal contact. The other thing you want to do for college that a lot of people don't is your state. Your state has lots, depending on what state you're in, there could be 6, 7 programs, could be 20 programs that help with financial aid for student aid. And depending on careers or just general, all kinds of. So you want to find that office in the state government. If you don't know who to call your the governor's office and ask, hey, I need financial help. What programs are at the state? Just go to the top. It's easy. Stuff goes downhill. You try to find out where in the weeds all this stuff is, it's hard. And so, sure, you may call the governor, may hang up on you, but call again. These are elected officials that work for you, and just be polite. That's the key to all this. Call that governor's office and say, hey, I need help. And they're passing bills every day for stuff like this. And you may want to even change your career because someone's going to pay you $50,000 to be something over here. Or maybe there's also your career one-stop is a good place, to do that. And also if you have, and be careful with your student loans. People are going to call you and promise you're going to pay less on your student loan. And that's probably not true, but all the good programs are government programs. They're not from banks. They're not from financial people, in the financial industry. And they're the people that are calling you. They're calling you because they're going to make money off of you one way or another. And you don't have to give them a penny, and you don't have to talk to them until you know all the government programs. And that is, even if it's this program that may come out today, how do you find out about that? You call the office itself. You call the Department of Education, studentaid.gov. They have an 800 number. A lot of them called the Ombudsman, Ombudsman. You want the Student Loan Ombudsman if you have any questions about this stuff, because otherwise you're going to get trapped by some sweet-talking person who's going to email you or call you or text you or whatever on how you're going to solve all your problems with student loans. You're not. You're just going to give somebody else money instead of where you're doing now. So you want to make sure that you know all the legit programs and not from those people that are just going to sell you money, because you don't want to pay more money. You're in debt by borrowing money. So why go in further debt? Has anyone ever served in the military? You can go to college. Yes, exactly. And a lot of those are in state offices. But even if you're a member of the family, if somebody was in the military, contact the county veteran service officer. County veteran service officer. Every county has one. And just don't look at the website and look for something. No, you call those people and look for help. That's what I think. Somebody's after me. I'm not sure. And call them. That's the way you get help in society, is asking people for help, because nobody knows what they have. Nobody can understand what you really need. You don't understand what you really need because you're trying to pretend you know what is out there, and you don't. I don't know what's out there, and I've been studying this stuff for 40 or 50 years. So you can't know what's out there. You're saying you need this because you think it's out there. Well, there's other things that you don't even know that's out there that will solve the same problem. That's why you have to call and ask for help. Call and ask for help. All people don't help you, that's fine. That's true no matter what you do. You call somebody else and ask for help. Okay, so for student loans, you start with the Ombudsman. Now, even states now have money programs if you owe student loans, okay? I mean, like Maryland has, I think they give you like $25,000 to help you buy a house if you have student loan debt. What? I'm in debt? And they give me money to buy a house? I thought it was I can't be in debt to have money to buy a house. No, I mean, that's why you don't even know to ask that. It's too complicated out there for any of us to know this stuff. So that's why you got to get out there and dig around, and that's what leskohelp.com is. I mean, we try
no movement detected
and try to do all that stuff for you. But a lot of people don't have $20. So if you don't, you go to leskohelpfree.com. leskohelpfree.com. You could get, there's a great report in there that shows you the 8 government offices that you could call to get grant money. You call them on the phone. This is how they work. They don't work online. And that's the good. So learn how to call people. Call those 8 offices. Even if they don't help you, they're going to give you something that will lead you to something. And don't, because they can't help you, you always ask, well, who can? And that's what you have to do. Yeah, student debt. So watch for Biden today. He's going to talk about student debt. It's supposed to, things change. Until it happens, it doesn't happen. And if you want to know more about it, don't go to the internet and learn more. You can, but you want the official decision. Get it from the horse's mouth. Everybody else, like me on the internet, is interpreting what somebody else says. It may or may not be true, and you want to make it sure. And by that, you go to the horse's mouth, and that means going to the Department of Education, studentaid.gov. Studentaid.gov. Yes, for hospitality training. Yes, Natasha, lots of money for all those training now. They have so much money. You contact your local careeronestop.org, careeronestop.org, and look for training programs. And then if that doesn't work, then you go to 211.org and then go to findhelp.org. And you look for job training. Then there's nonprofit organizations that are doing the same thing from the government because they're getting government money to train you for free. So that's it. And it takes digging. If you're not willing to dig, you're probably not going to get much. It's the diggers that get the help. So you have to learn to be a digger. You get it? You dig it. And that's what it's all about. So whether it's paying your student loans, and like I say, a lot of states now have that, so contact your governor's office and ask them about help with your student loans. It depends on what state you're in, what they have. And there's also a Office of Higher Education in every state that has grants and scholarships and things like that. If you want to go back to school at any age. I did a report on the office in Texas that has that. They have like millions and millions of dollars that they haven't given out last year because nobody applied for this money. Now that's a pity. That's a disgusting thing, that we have people out there. And the same with our grant. Now, if you want to apply to our grant, our deadline is on the 4th of September. So lescohelp.com, if you remember. And if you remember, go to one of our platforms, Let's Go Help on Facebook or Let's Go Help 2, and sign up. There's a form to fill out to apply. And people are not picking up their money. We're giving out money, and we notify the people with the information we have, and we're not getting a response. They're sitting there. So if you've ever applied to one of our grants, and we've been doing that for a year, we give out like $370,000 or $80,000, and there's people who are not picking up their money. And we have the information they gave us for some reason. So if for some reason you're not, if you're a member of Let's Go Help, go and you can see all the winners on the front page of the Facebook page of all the winners of our grants for the last 12, 13 months or whatever it is, and see if your name's on there, because we have money. We're sitting there, we can't find you. We don't know how. It's sort of like, in that every state has unclaimed money. Well, that's right. We have unclaimed grants. Let's go unclaimed grants. People sitting there waiting for people to claim them. You won. Hey, you won. and if you didn't, apply again because we have a new one. There's currently going to be available an SBA grant application registration program for disabled people, widows, homes. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if it's a grant, but yeah, boy, I don't know everything. But there is a bunch of treasury money, and it's different in every state. You have to, I forget what they call it now, extra stringent money. I think it's some grants, but that's good. If you can email me, if you find out anything about that, I'll share it with people. You could go, Lesko Free Radio. You have to check out if you won, if you applied, and then look at the month you applied to, and look, we have a listing there on the website, and that's it. And then you should have been getting touched by us too, if you haven't. So make sure, see if you can do that. And if you're not a member, it's lescohelp.com, lescohelp.com. And if you want free help, got a lot of free help because everybody can't afford $20. It's lescohelpfree.com, because no matter what happens, I want more people to know about what this country has to offer to everybody, no matter who you are, no matter what age you are, no matter if you have a big nose, a small nose, or no nose. My disability is just approved after applying and was refunded for annuity. Oh, interesting. What is that? Tell me more about that. Can you email about that disability annuity and who does that? Because I'd love to talk more about it, and help other people. At lescofreeradio@gmail.com. Help the SBA add that to the policy amount that requires 30% deduction. And don't know what that is. Thank you. I need help understanding to get your help. Yeah, to get our help, if you have $20, it's lescohelp.com. If you don't have $20, it's lescohelpfree.com. Okay? So lescohelp.com if you have $20, and lescohelpfree.com if you don't have $20. But the two people talking to me about programs, that sound very good that I have to educate people about. And I can't keep up on anything. So you could help other people a lot by giving me a little more information and send it to lescofreeradio@gmail.com. If you don't hear from me in a day or two, just beat on me again. I'm an old guy and I do a lot of stuff. And I forget a lot of stuff too. So I don't want to forget you. Please know. Applied for your SPS stake on my grandchip. Goku, I've applied for you. I don't know what that means. I can't understand a lot of this stuff. Okay, I got to go answer questions for people. That's what I do all day. For members, you tell me what you need money for, and I personally answer the question and show you where to go to get that money, okay? And that's what I spend most of my day doing. because I've been studying this stuff 40 or 50 years, and I want to know what I know, and you tell me what I know when I answer your question. And if I don't know it, then I go out and find something that will help you get there. And then you have to follow up after that. That's the key on this. There's some energy on your side that has to do something, besides just me and me doing all the work. No. But see, what I do is save you endless days, months, years looking in Google trying to find it. Money for home repairs in Florida. Yes, if you remember, I have a report for every state like that we'll give you. Oh, thank you for a hug. Trying to phone but hitting walls, but isn't that? Yes, that's what it is. But you have to keep going. There's no alternative. Will help you find other possibilities to do that. And that's why, to me, a lot of times, so maybe if it's utility payments you need, you go to 211 and don't call 211, but get a listing of all the people in 211 and findhelp.com. So 211.org and findhelp.org. Get a listing of all those people and call every one of them. Sure, I mean, if you have 20, 30 names, you may only get through to 10, and it doesn't matter. You only need one that could help you. And when you call, then you have to be polite. You have to use your personality. You have to be nice. And then also ask them where else to go. That's the key. If they can't help you, then you have to be nice and say, hey, where else do you think you go? Because they're in the business. Want your $10,000? Well, there's no guarantee you're going to get anything. Somebody put it, I want my $10,000. Well, there's no guarantee, man. You got to apply and see and go through the process. That's how the system works. You want to get a gun and a mask? Then there's probably a better guarantee you'll get it. No, I've only just started. My membership was delayed. Oh, so sorry. Fake loan. There are a lot of fake people out there. A lot of fake people pretend they're me. So, particularly, so anybody charges you more than $20, that ain't me. And these people will get $1,000 from you too, promising you get a loan and all this kind of stuff. You're not, maybe you may get hit by lightning, but most likely not. My disability, and it just got approved and funded for $90,000. Okay, I'd love to know more about what that is, okay? And so if you could, I know there's a savings, but I don't know if they give money to, the CARES Act promised that an SBA light fired Elizabeth goes, but you read into something that you think they promised you, but they promised giving out the money. They didn't promise giving it to you. and that's what's important. All I got is my phone. I don't have, that's okay. See, if you can go online with your phone and download that report of the 7 phone calls, the 7 offices that help you on the phone in the government, okay, to solve financial problems. So that's all you need. You go to leskohelpfree.com, leskohelpfree.com, okay, and you go there, and I have a whole bunch of reports. I think the second one in the list there is the 7 offices that help you on the phone. Can I still get a loan forgiveness on a PPP? Well, it's forgiven. I mean, the PPPs, if you're, it is forgiven. I mean, there's hotlines at the SBA for that. Go to sba.gov, find the hotlines there. They have customer service there, hotlines. You may have to wait on hold. That's it. That's okay. So you wait for 20 minutes. What else are you going to do? You're going to Google the internet for 5 hours and talk to somebody who's going to probably take money from you? No, you wait online for 20 minutes on hold and you read a book or something. And you get it from the horse's mouth. Don't trust these people in the middle. They create their own laws after Congress. Hey, whether they did or not, that's fine. You go tell your elected official to do something. I'm just telling you what's real. Everybody changes rules. Yep. SBC. Well, that's it. There's a lot of things to be abolished. You don't want to use the SBA? Don't use it. I don't know why you waste time like this. I guess you don't need money. You have to learn what Congress and start lobbying and to get laws changed. You want to use the system or change it. That's two different. I don't. I'm teaching people how to use the system, not change it. So that's another channel, and I'm sure there's plenty of people will help you do that. They're all looking for numbers and people to get mean and angry at people. There's a lot of hate out there. If you want to be a professional hater, man, there's a lot of people to help you do that. Congress are already wise to themselves. SBA, no, well, I'm sorry. I can't do anything about it. I got plenty of help for medical bills. Oh, great. How'd you do that, Jason? How'd you get help medical bills? From a nonprofit organization? Was it government offices? Connor Walker, have you applied for any of your state government grants funding yet? Okay, not sure what that is. But the help for medical bills, yeah, a lot of people do that. And there's a lot of organizations that help you for free. And be careful of people who really are saying they're going to help you solve your problems because they're going to get money from you, even in my chats and things like that. There are people just trying to figure out, are doing marketing to people that watch me. Never be one day late on a PP loan and you get it forgiven even if your payments begin. Just don't be late. Okay, call the SBA, and wait in line and get the real answer. You, me, or anybody else giving you an answer may or may not be true. You don't want to do that. You want to know the real answer. And the real answer is from the people who give out the money. Anybody else who's not giving you out that money, there's guessing. Hospital themselves got me in touch with various organizations. Oh, wonderful, Jason. Yeah, see, you have to ask, right? And another place for other nonprofits besides the hospital is a place called Needy, N-E-E-D-Y, Meds, M-E-D-S .org. Needy, N-E-E-D-Y, M-E-D-S.org. That has a lot of sources there to pay bills. It's even, you're the guy that's pissed off at the government not giving SBA, not giving you money, and you got forgiven PPP loan. Boy, I don't know. You sound a little ungrateful to me. I'm not in your shoes, so I don't really know. What type of grant or funding is available for musicians and recording artists? Well, I think one of the best things if you're a musician is get gigs from the government. The government books more grants, books more talent in their nightclubs all around the world than anybody else, And you can get and you don't need an agent or anything to do that. You see, the clubs, the officer clubs, the NCO clubs, they all have entertainment, and they book bands and stuff like that. So that's where you want it. You want to get your band booked by government, particularly in the military, that does a lot of that. So that's where you want it. How do you do that? There's a lot of, go to your local small business development center. And if you could find your local one by doing Americas, AMERICAS, SBDC.org. Americas, SBDC.org. Okay. Cheyenne, I don't know what I hope you're not selling anything. I don't want people to take my people and get money from them. But so beware. I never had a band of the NCO. Well, you could, I don't know what you're saying, but if you have a band, you could play there and try to get a gig. Across your ad, a new member, okay, I'm not sure, I lost that, sorry. Recently, and a new, thank you so much for your motivation. I first saw you when I was in elementary school. Wow, elementary school! Yeah, well, so was I just dressed funny. Amazing, generally. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, so the way to use us is when you're a member, you go, if you're on either Lesko Help, on Facebook or Lesko Help 2, and ask a question. That's how you get to do it. It's not going to come to you only if you ask us. So you have to ask us, and then we also have other things. You could apply for our monthly grant. That the deadline is September 4th. We also have live video training. You go to Lesko Help 2 and sign up for those live courses to train how to get government grants. We do that every week. We have a couple of them every week. And you want to sign up for those. So that's important to do. And then keep asking questions. See what other people are looking at. Sign up, look at people. We have a new offer now. If you have gotten something, go to Lesko Help 2. Back to work with me. Have a great, oh, thank you, Christy. Thank you so much for your kind words. Go to Lesko Help 2 and look for the Government Grant Gopher Award. And there's people, wonderful stories, how they use the system and got money. And they give you the details and things like that. And also what we do, we give awards. So if you have a story about how you got money from the government, put it in there so people can share, and we'll send you a trophy. It's really a coffee mug trophy that you become a great a Government Grant Gopher rock star award, you know, and we give out those awards. We'll send you one because you're being nice to other people and sharing with them, you know, and that's what Lesko Help is all about, is trying to be nice to everybody else, trying to share this information. Chrissy, do you need help getting your state government grants funding yet? I don't know, Mr. Byrne, I'm not sure what you're doing, but anybody who, like Mr. Byrne is doing that, you know, if he's going to charge you more than $20, that's not anything I'm involved in. And I wish you wouldn't solicit people if you're trying to get money from me. But legitimately trying to help, that's fine. Oh, Maria, thank you so much. And that's what we're here for, man, is just to help people. And that's why people in this society, we're after money from people. And what people don't realize how wonderful it is to feel when you, the feeling of when you're giving something to somebody. And that's really what life is about. You know, and that's what Lesko Help members are all about, is giving and we're giving to each other. You're mean on Lesko Help, I'll give you every penny you ever gave us and send you on your way, because it's just, I mean, I don't have a whole lot of time left, and I don't want to be around mean people, to tell you the truth. It's just not worth it. So that's why Lesko Help is just people who want to help each other, you know, and that's what it's all about. I don't care how old, young, or race, or weight, or anything you are. It's just we can help each other, and we all need it, man. I need it. You need it. Yeah, and that's what it is. And I can't keep up on everything, and that's what I love about Lesko Help, is the people who are members are helping. Where do the elderly people who go SSI get help? Well, Mike, if you remember, I have a new report, state-by-state report, for all the sources for people who are okay. There's someone who's soliciting people for help. Remember, if that person is charging you money, they're bad in my book, but you know, I can't really be the judge of that. Nothing we do, and particularly if they're charging you more than $20, you know, because that's not me. And they're playing off your fear and your worry and stuff like that. And so I hope he's not in it for trying to get money off of you. My first one. Well, if you have problems with the SBA and they're not solving it, then you go to your elected official. And you have to work at it. I mean, problems happen all the time. I mean, I make mistakes, probably dozens every day. You know, we all do. None of us are perfect. And if you're looking for a perfect system, you'll never find it. And I remember getting an MBA and getting out, and they said, well, how am I going to make my businesses work perfectly? I mean, that was so stupid to try to do that, because nothing ever works perfectly. They're run by humans, and they're all not perfect people. So everybody screws up every day. So what you got to do in life is, how are you going to deal with imperfect? Because that's going to happen more than perfect. So don't train yourself just to handle perfect situations. You have to train yourself to handle imperfect situations, because that's going to happen all the time. And if you don't, just got approved for what? Yeah, huh. Well, anyway, I think that's above my pay grade. I don't understand what's going on down there. You know, the people are chatting each other about stuff. My only fear is that somebody's playing off your misery and want to get money from you, and that to me is a sin. So, if anybody here on chatting is doing that and using your bad fortune to make money from you, you know, that's bad to me. Yeah. Okay, sounds like my throat's telling me I gotta stop, okay? So I'll see you soon. Take care. And don't forget, watch for the forgiveness and go to studentaid.gov. Contact the Ombudsman. They have hotlines and everything. You may have to wait 20 minutes on the phone. What the hell? Do that, okay? And studentaid.gov. And the term is Ombudsman. And check out all the options for current programs that will get it forgiven and also reduce your payments, okay? And nobody in the financial services industry can do anything more than they can do right at the government. So contact them first. Get it from the horse's mouth, okay? Well, I'm not sure what one. Mighty Network, if you joined up there, you never pay twice. We have two programs, and if you're going to Mighty Network directly, as opposed to the back end thing, it is going to make you pay. But if you already paid, you don't have to. So get back to Lesko Help on Facebook and get the link, or go to leskohelp@gmail.com. And if you're already a member, we'll give you the link to get into Lesko Help, the Mighty Network, for free. Okay, you don't have. If you're already a member, you don't have to pay to get into the Mighty Network. Go to leskohelp@gmail.com and make sure you get the free one. Why pay when you can get it free? I don't know, Byrne. I mean, I'm very leery about this Byrne character. What he's talking about, your state grants. Some states do have grants, but you don't need anybody to help you except the state. Okay, guys. Talk to you later. Thank you.